SOGIMURA is a general-purpose programming language that focuses on manual memory management, explicitness, and no hidden behavior. And its goal is just not that general purpose. Plus, it's not that adopted in production and it's making me jobless. So I needed a fallback language. After searching for languages that I could parasig, I got suggestions like Rust, which I don't like it, C Sharp, and TypeScript, which I already knew, and Go. Contrary to what you might expect, this isn't my first time hearing about Go. It's just that all the times I tried to write in it, it was just so boring and an overall lame experience due to the syntax. Like, why not semicolons? But I don't really have much options that fit my criteria of ideal language, which by the way is compiled, feels good to write in it, and cross-platform. So I will give Go a nice try and see how it goes. The goal is simple. Make a web app using Go. I believe that the best way to test a new tool is to do a familiar task with it. In this case, I'll be using Go as the language for the backend, in this case the API, and as frontend, my trustworthy Angular. But just before doing so, I need to learn the basics of the language and pick a framework to work with. To be honest, I'm not really up for this, but whatever. Just a little disclaimer before diving in. Because I couldn't manage to record the audio and the clips together, some of my real-time reactions weren't caught. So I'll do like a little montage over them. Now that I know the basics of Go, I can move on to the next step, which is learning how to make an API in Go. I searched for how to make an API in Go, and the default choice for the framework was Gin. So I took a look at the tutorial and I learned how to use it. The tutorial was short and objective, and I could understand what was happening in the code. So now, let's move on to the fun part. That will be making the API for the web app. After learning the basics and having a framework to use, all that was left was to learn how to make Gin connect to a database. I used a Postgres Docker container for that. I searched it up on how to connect to a database. I had a draft on how to set up the database. I was having weird problems pulling the Postgres image and didn't know that half the internet was partially down at the moment. When connection was re-established, I managed to download the image and try to connect to the database, which I failed. By the way, I was doing that during school hours. The problem was on the Docker container file on the volume section. Apparently, in recent versions of Postgres, they changed some pathing and was making the container crash. Another problem later was, because I didn't know how to work with Go or M and was purely freestyling, I had my time with it. Like a good time with it. Eventually, I learned how to use it with some research and managed to make my first request using static data. And here's an example of the API working. I honestly could end the video right here and give my opinion and go, because there's no point on making the front end of the web app just to give my opinion on it and to showcase my lack of basic CSL skills. So here's my take. Go is a nice language, nice to write in it, nice to work with, still a bit mad over the semicolons, but I let it slide, and it's really simple. It only took me 2 weeks to understand Go code and make an API with it, and yes, I would use it again. Still, I don't think I will be doing any work with it soon. TypeScript pretty much got it covered for both backend and frontend, making ideal for most jobs. Still, writing in Go for this much time was a nice experience, and I will definitely make it my fallback language. Who knows? I could end up working on a startup with it. And that's pretty much it. I hope you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.